Today we're removing the stereo from an 86 Toyota MR2, and we're going to show you how to remove this stereo today. We're going to start with our Phillips screwdriver and remove two screws along the very top that go up here, one on the right and one on the left, and this will loosen the front panel. Now we did lift on the center console here, we did lift the pry the pocket assembly straight up, and that release, this is going to give more room for your screwdrivers or your stubby screwdriver. We have a full library of removal guides on our website, see carstereohelp.com, if you need any help with repair, aftermarket installation, or speakers and so on. With these two screws removed, we can with these two screws removed,
there it is.
Okay. Now with these two screws removed, we can remove the front face panel. This will pull right off. There will be one connector on this side. You can release the trigger on the connector and remove the entire face assembly. The trigger on this connector is on the top of it here, and what you want to do is push this down. It'll release the lock and allow you to remove the connector. Now this is going to give access to 4 mounting screws.
We just have 2.
Well, just 2 mounting screws in this. One on the right and one on the left. Usually it can be a Phillips screw. Okay, we're having a little problems with this video today with the camera going dead and getting screws out of the dash and so on. So we've gone ahead and removed the stereo and continued the video out of the dash. But there are usually 4 screws that secure this stereo in the dash. 2 here on the right and 2 here on the left. Usually a Phillips screw or a 10mm, 8mm with a Phillips head. But once that is, these 4 screws are removed, you can pull the stereo out of the dash, and to do that you're going to have to set the parking brake and shift to a lower gear, and this will come out without hitting the gear shift. Once it comes out of the dash, there are several connectors here on the back of the radio. The main antenna here is just a pull to release. The main connector on the back of the radio, one main connector, it's the large one. You push a little trigger down on it, and when you push that trigger down, it releases the lock and you're able to wiggle this connector loose. And usually it takes a little bit of force. Make sure that trigger's down, and that will release. What we have here is the trigger here on the top, and there's a little notch here that locks in, and when you push this down, it releases that little notch and allows you to pull the connector out. We also have the other connector here on the back of the radio. This has a trigger on it as well, and you're going to push this trigger down on the top and wiggle this connector loose as well. Again, the trigger on this one is on the top. This is a simple removal. Hope this video has been helpful. See our website for aftermarket help and installation. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.